Hello folks, this is Pete the Skunkman here with my review of Material Energy 4 Hypercube, and it's a quest-based game. So you start out here with a quest book, you click to start, and you have all these quests you need to complete, most of them. And I'll tell you right now, some of these are I ran into some that are glitched. I got 3 of them that in this one that were glitched, or actually was it? Yeah, 3 of them were glitched for me in single player. For those who follow Direwolf 20's playthrough with Palomar, I figured this is more tailored for a multiplayer than it is for single player because it gets harder as you go along. See, here's some others. There's Bake to Win, where you get all these here. These are repeatable quests right here. Same with these. Lost in Time, which is more of this. But what your big goal for the main quest is get all the wool. And some of these are just little side quests, help you to build stuff along. This one over here is literally real crazy. You gotta make insane amounts of stuff to get anything out of it. So, and let's see. Then, of course, you got the community spatial areas. On another playthrough, I went through this, and it's not. It's okay. Let's put it this way. Then you got the secrets where you have to find trophies. And then you got these little side quests here. Complete Direwolf. You have to die twice. And once you complete a quest, you get your little reward bags. Here's some of the trophies I found. I didn't really go after trophy hunting. Chemistry. Here's all the stuff to complete. You make chemicals. You use the chemical mill upstairs. But most of you will start out here in this reflection pool. And I'll tell you right now, this ineffable glass, make sure you get some. It does come in handy. Oops. And also you'll find these chests here, the Skystone chests. Here, open up and you'll find, and there's usually a reward in these. Let's go down, and if you're wondering, I got ability to fly here, so. But there are elevators. Well, they're transportation. Okay, you're in the reflection pool. You look up, hit the spacebar. Boom. This here is the Victory Monument room. Over here is trophies, and this is the trophies I've found so far. Then come over here. What this is for armor and swords that you collect. But this is the main prize right here. Is you gotta find all this wool to reset the whole universe type of thing. And I found some stuff, then you got 4 of these prizes. You gotta find 2 little cute dogs. And over here you gotta find a brain and some bacon. So let's continue on. Yeah, my first time I was playing through this, I ran into problems. So let's go to the Spatial I/O. This is where you'll be making all your stuff. This is where you're going to be switching worlds out. And while we're talking about worlds, I want to load in. See, here's all the different ones. Inclusion chamber, the mini-me lab. If you find mini-me's, which is on golden lassos, you go put those in the mini-me. Nether spears. Alright, here's the one, because I am going to show you this one. because some people are will get confused, and it's really one of the pain ones to do. Okay, to switch spatial IOs, you click that, shut it off, pull that out, put that in, click again, and it'll change. Now there's other rooms here. You gotta remember, you got the travel on these travel anchors. You got to step on them, but there you can see all the different places you go. Let's go to Chem Lab. And there is a trophy up in the Chem Lab here. And let me see if I could find it. Yeah, here's the elevator. Whoops. Oh, jeez. And yeah, you got these guys here. Let me go down. Or I got blown off, so let me get out of here then. Let's get back into Spatial IO here for a minute. Or hold on, yeah, reactor. Boom. You also, for powering this, you have a reactor room. And as you can see, here's my reactor on. I'm actually charging up some stuff. But as you can see, depending on how much stuff you build, this is all your room. You don't use much of this. But you do have to run coolant through it. And there's a quest for that. But yes, there are trophies hidden in these walls here. You just gotta sit there and find them. And most rooms have one or two skystone chests with items in it. So let's go back here and let's go up to observation. Yeah, what happened was the first world crashed, and so I kind of blew through this the second time. But this is my setup with, here you don't start, you build all this stuff as you go along. My resin energy cells. You're gonna have to build a smeltery. You got a lot of other stuff to build. And as why I say that there's something in the wall, here you go, click. There's an item buffer and you'll find stuff. I just put this in here, and if you want to look, here's actually all these blank spots. Get back up over here. And as you can see with the blank spots is where there's hidden items in there. There are several worlds you go to. Now this one, the only reason I'm going to reds is I'm going to show you something in here. This is the red area. To find a wool, yes, let me see. Go opposite of the door, behind this pillar, and let me dig out this. And what it is, these things here on the outside is hidden in here. Actually, hidden in here are, let me see if I could bust one open, see if it'll show itself. Boom, silverfish. And this could be real annoying. And I don't know why it did that to me. Oh yeah? So, and I'll show you in a minute on the outside why is all this. This whole thing's all silverfish, or most of it. Then here, let me see, punch up. Okay, see these coordinates? This is what you want to go to if you want to save yourself a lot of aggravation. And I'll show you why. Okay, so let me block this back up here for a second. But this is the only room I'm only showing you, just so you let me get up here. Pop this open. Come on, go up. this here, if you could see, that's loaded with with the silverfish in it. You'll be boring through and you'll hit silverfish. But go ahead and come outside here, these rooms, because you'll find extra treasures in there and stuff. And as you can see, if you go down, your first instinct is go all the way down. It's probably down at the bottom. That's not true. The first couple wolves are actually in this oops, and just like that, you know, that's fine. Get out of here. Come down. Yeah, this is probably my first video ever since I moved, so be aware I'm going to have probably other people coming in and out, so I'm living with a relative. So, but this room's not usually like this. You're just going to have is just, you know, this ME crafting device, and you got to build all this stuff up. But here's a little other secret. Come down here, and there's a room underneath here. And see, this is what I mean, right here. You get these nice little reward bags. Let's see what this one is. Okay. Basic reward bag. And you get some glowstone emitters. But as you go along, you'll get from basic, good, best, to legendary. This is my capacitor bank that I'm charging up. I'm pretty much done with the game anyway, so it starts out easy. There is, you know, Miner's Delight where you in vanilla for mining, but your goal is trying to get all this wool. You'll start out here in Lost in Space. It'll tell you you need all 16 to restore reality. And along the lines, you'll open up this quest, Lost in Time, which, you know, here's the story all right here. Then you start getting this later wool, and this starts to get a lot of this wool gets harder to get. You know, ice wool, what the game does, it fools you to think, okay, you've gone through this here, Lost in Space, which is kind of like all the wool is in the center of the room. Sometimes high, sometimes low, but you gotta look. When you come to Lost in Time, and that glitches once in a while, these are hidden in different places. Then when you start coming up here, Marble Mountain, you actually got to go to a location. This actually takes you to the Deep Dark and the Overworld. So, and once you get that done, then you come back, you put all your wool at the Victory Monument. And, you know, you got your secrets here. I already mentioned secrets in the chemistry. But basically that's it. Got a reputation here, party. You know, if you're doing sorry. If you're doing multiplayer, advise on this. It's better. I think it's more fun with multiplayer. I've heard of one or two people doing this on single player, but it's very, very tough on single player because it gets harder as you go along. My overall review of this, for multiplayer, this is a very good game for team cooperation. Single player, it's going to be frustrating at times because you got to build stuff, and sometimes it's easier if you have someone who could build stuff while the other person goes and looks for something else because you share the rewards. So my overall view, this is about a good solid 9 both on single player and multiplayer. there could be some improvements done to it and stuff. Maybe fix a couple of the bugs, on the single player, maybe on single player, uh, make the mobs less if somebody's playing this on a single player mode than it is for a multiplayer. And that's my gist of it. So I thank you guys for listening to this. Please like and fave my videos and subscribe to my channel. It would help me out. And I'll try to bring in some more Minecraft videos as I get a chance. And see what this last reward bag before I walk away from this. Is this a legendary? Oops, wrong thing. Nope, basic reward bag. Oh well. Alright folks, thank you and good night.